Welcome to Detroit. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass. You can drown them. And that's what we gotta be. That's who we have to be. Because that's our domain. That is our domain. Because we'll tread water as long as it takes to fucking bury you.
Takes the snap, turns, gives to Montgomery, right side, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions! Yes.
We are driven by Detroit.
Hello, Detroit Lions friends, fans, and family members. Welcome on back to yet another episode of MCM Motor City Mania. I'm your host, David T. Pike. And as always, we're diving on in. So folks, obviously right now we're kind of waiting for some more news to come out from Lions practice and obviously a couple of other things. There have been a couple of updates, but not anything super serious. However, though, that does not mean that there isn't other news that's going around in the NFL, particularly within our own division, that is also not important to the Lions. Now, what I'm specifically talking about is, once again, you guys all know exactly how I feel about the Bears. I absolutely despise the Bears. And again, as I've said before, anytime I find something that is absolutely going to just dog on the Bears, trash on the Bears, you know I'm going to be on it like freaking, white on rice. And it's kind of funny, again, I don't go looking for this stuff intentionally, but my good Lord above, there will just, I don't know how to explain it, but somehow or another, it always seems to just drop in my lap at the most opportune moment. So just to give a little backstory here, I was scrolling around on my phone this morning. I watched the media session by Dan Campbell. Gave us a couple of updates as far as what's going on with Terry and Arnold, what's going on with Dan Skipper, the fact that Hendon Hooker is going to start next week against the Atlanta Falcons, and all that nonsense. And then I just said, you know what, I'm going to go and check out Twitter real quick. And I go out and I check on Twitter, and almost instantaneously, I see this video, and I start laughing my butt off. Because this is a video, and I'm going to put it up on the screen here in a moment, that is absolutely so embarrassing for Bears fans and for the Bears that it's like, oh my God, we're in trouble. I mean, everybody wants to talk about how the Lions got embarrassed by the Chargers and, the preseason game, the Hall of Fame game, and you know what? That was not good. But it's like, listen, that's preseason, that's backups, and these are guys that are trying to either, how do I put this? Either get backup roles or they're just barely trying to make the roster. But it is another thing altogether when you're in practice and your starting level quarterback, your franchise quarterback, does exactly what Caleb Williams does in this video. I'm going to put it up on a screen. What you see here is a simple drill that quarterbacks run all the time. It's supposed to work on accuracy, it's supposed to work on ball placement, the whole 9 yards. Pretty much, it's a quick drill where, hey, you know what? As soon as you get the ball, you're throwing it out. You're trying to get a quick release and also have accuracy. Caleb Williams, in this drill, does not hit a single freaking target. There are 3 squares in this net that he's supposed to throw to, any one of them so that he chooses, and he doesn't hit any of them. And not only does he not hit any of them, he doesn't even come anywhere close to any of them. And it's like, dude, this net can't be more than maybe 15 yards away. Like, this is basic throwing. This is not very difficult throwing here. It's, hey, catch the ball, quick release. Catch the ball, quick release. Do it with accuracy. But the thing that makes this so ridiculously funny for me, other than the fact that Caleb Williams absolutely embarrasses himself, not only by not actually hitting the damn target, it's the reaction that he gives at the end by throwing this absolute just temper tantrum because he missed all the targets, which I guess in one sense you're glad that he's upset that he missed it, but it's like, dude, it's like, you're a professional quarterback. You should not be having this kind of reaction. It's like, hey, be disappointed, be whatever, but don't have a temper tantrum, and especially not when cameras are rolling. But the other thing about this video that makes me laugh, just absolutely laugh my butt off, is there are 2 things that are happening in the background of the film that you don't really pay attention to until you've watched it through a couple of times. The first thing that happens is the very last throw that Caleb Williams has. Caleb Williams throws the ball. It doesn't even hit the damn net. In fact, it doesn't even get anywhere close to the actual frame of the net that it's actually standing on. It actually hits the ball boy that is behind the freaking thing, hits him in the leg. Like, that's how poor of a throw this was. At least the first 3 throws, they hit the net, they hit the frame, they actually were in the vicinity. This ball was so bad, it literally went underneath the damn target and it hit the guy's leg behind him, and he wasn't even expecting it. He was like, oh wow, there's a ball coming at me. Like, dude, you're a professional quarterback and you can't even hit the broadside of a barn. And it's like, dude, I get it, it's a fast drill, you're trying to, make sure you get the accuracy component down, but it's like, dude, this is a drill that quarterbacks run even in high school. You run it in high school, you run it in college, and you've been in professional now, this is your second year. It's like, this should not be the first time you've been doing this drill. And again, the fact that the ball boy behind the freaking, the net is completely surprised that a ball is coming to hit him. Dude, you got to think about it here. That ball boy has probably been behind that net 100 times before and never once had to worry about a ball coming in to hit him. Because it's like, dude, these are quarterbacks. These are guys that are paid millions of dollars to be accurate, precise, put the ball exactly where it's supposed to be, and here's a ball that's coming in, it's hitting me in the leg. Like, it'd be one thing if it was hitting him in the chest or in the upper body area, but no, this is hitting him in the leg. Like, dude, that's just absolutely freaking embarrassing. It's just, dude, I can't describe how absolutely embarrassing this would be for anybody, especially for crying out loud, Bears fans that actually give a damn, but also number 2, you got to imagine what Ben Johnson's got to be thinking watching that thing. Because, dude, for crying out loud, this is your starting quarterback. And your quarterback goes 0 for 4 in a very simple drill, and the very last throw doesn't even hit the damn net. And we're not even talking like, you're throwing 40 yards down the field and you're trying to drop a ball in a trash can bucket or something like that. This is like maybe 10, 15 yards in front of you, and your quarterback not only struggles, he doesn't even hit a damn target. Like, dude, that's just... I can't help myself. I could literally watch that video for an hour straight, and I would just laugh my butt off. But the other thing about it that is absolutely important to note within that video, and also is funny, is if you pay attention at the very end, when Caleb Williams starts throwing his temper tantrum, notice how virtually all the quarterbacks that are behind him, they watch him like they're in just disbelief. Not only in disbelief of the fact that he couldn't hit a single damn target, but disbelief in the fact of how he's reacting. You've got Case Keenum there, you've got Tyson Bagent there, you've got guys that, Tyson Bagent is pretty much about the same age, has been in the same amount of time in the NFL as, freaking Caleb Williams is. And Case Keenum, he's the wily veteran. He's been around forever and a day. And you can literally see their heads as their helmets kind of turn to watch him. And it's just like, you got to imagine what's going through their head like, man, this is our starting quarterback? This is the guy who's leading this team? The guy can't even hit the broadside of a barn, can't even put the ball into one single net? Hits the ball boy behind the net in the leg? This is the guy who's supposed to be leading us out on the field. The guy with the colored fingernails and the guy that's throwing a temper tantrum because, oh, that's right, he couldn't hit the freaking target even though that's what he's being paid millions of dollars to do. And the guy that, everybody wants to say that he's supposed to be the one that's going to resurrect the freaking Chicago Bears. Yeah, I can just imagine a couple of thoughts that were going through those Bears quarterbacks' heads watching that display. And the reason why this makes me laugh so much is just because it's like, dude, I, as a Lions fan, I watch that stuff, and it's like, dude, I don't have to worry about that. I do not have to worry about the immaturity. I don't have to worry about the inaccuracy. I don't have to worry about my quarterback having any of those problems. Why? Because my quarterback is a top 10 quarterback, a fringe top 5 quarterback. I know my quarterback could literally put a football on a fly's ass from 10 to 15 yards, and I wouldn't even have to worry about it. Whereas the Bears quarterback, again, couldn't hit the freaking broadside of a barn, couldn't hit water if he was falling out of a boat. That's what makes this so freaking laughable to me. Because it's like, we as Lions fans, we have seen Jared Goff put the ball in just some absolutely crazy places where it's like, dude, I don't know how he thread that in there. Best example that I can think of is go back to the Buffalo Bills game last year, and it was like that 20, 30-yard ball that was over the middle, and somehow Goff got that to Amon-Ra St. Brown for that deep passing touchdown. I mean, dude, even Amon-Ra St. Brown was surprised that the ball got there. He didn't think that the ball was going to get to him because you could clearly see his reaction by how he was like, oh my God, I didn't know I was going to get this thing. And then you've seen other passes like the freaking pass to J-Mo that's in the intro, the intro video that I have. Freaking just on a bucket, like literally just couldn't have been more perfectly placed if you tried. That's what I'm talking about. With Jared Goff, it's like, listen, I don't have to worry about accuracy. I don't have to worry about ball placement. I don't have to worry about efficiency. My quarterback is one of the best in that department. And again, if you don't want to believe that, the statistics back it up just 100% all the damn way. I mean, again, when you take a look at Caleb Williams' stats for last year, I mean, virtually everything is pedestrian. Virtually everything is in the middle of the pack or towards the damn bottom, especially when it comes to rankings in terms of, the quarterback rating and also in the QBR. Like, absolutely very, very poor. The only thing that he really did that was anything good nature was the fact he didn't really throw a whole lot of interceptions. But, oh, that's right, his completion percentage was like, 62.5%? Very, very below average for the NFL because the NFL average is like 65%. So it's like, okay, you have a quarterback who had all this hype coming out of college, supposedly supposed to be this great thing, the next generational talent, and then not only does he have a poor, rookie year with all of the freaking weapons that he had, which was Rome Odunze, freaking has, Keenan Allen, has DJ Moore, and, all this freaking talent surrounding him and receivers, and then you see this whole nonsense in training camp where there's a target, a freaking net target with 3 holes in it, and it's like 10, 15 yards away, and he can't even get the ball in one damn net. And like I said, the last ball doesn't even hit the damn net, it hits the ball boy behind it. Whereas again, you take a look at Jared Goff, it's like, oh yeah, last year was second in completion percentage, second in yards, second in average, was freaking, if I recall correctly, he was ranked 4th in passing touchdowns, 3rd in pass touchdown percentage, 2nd in passer rating, 6th in QBR. I mean, it's like, freaking Jared Goff could literally spank Caleb Williams' ass and it wouldn't even be a fight. The only thing that you can say about Caleb Williams over Jared Goff is that he's more athletic. Well, I'll tell you this right now, athleticism isn't going to mean a damn bit of anything if your quarterback can't hit, like I said, the broadside of a barn. And that video proves it right there. It's like, dude, this is a drill that quarterbacks do virtually all the damn time. It's quarterback 101. I even did this type of a drill back when I was in college. And I went to a small college. I didn't go to no USC. I didn't go to no Cal or, freaking U of M or Michigan State or anything like that. But even I still did that drill. And it's like, dude, that is a basic quarterbacking drill, and he failed it miserably. And it's like, listen, it's not the first time he's done that drill. He's probably done that drill upteen times. And it's like, dude, I don't even understand how you could miss that badly. You are a professional quarterback. This is your livelihood. And you miss that bad, it's just like, oh boy. I can't help but laugh. I seriously can't. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, David, you should be paying attention more to your own team after what happened in the Hall of Fame game. Again, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not worried about the Hall of Fame game, and I'll tell you why. It's preseason. Number 1. Number 2, we're dealing with backups here, folks. We're not dealing with anybody that's primarily going to have a starting role. The only guys that I'm really worried about in that department are the guys that actually showed out and they performed well. Guys like Rock Ya-Sin, guys like Isaac Tesla, guys like Ahmed Hazanin. Those are the guys that I was more concerned about actually performing well. And you know what? They did. So you know what? Yeah, while the backups didn't perform very well, you know what? There's a reason why they're backups. So for me, it's like, hey, again, I'm more interested in what the starting level guys are going to do. I'm more interested to see what guys that are actually going to have a prominent role are going to do. And when I see this out of Caleb Williams, okay, that's more important. That's going to be something that I'm going to talk about because it's like, if that's what he's doing in practice, I don't even want to know what he's going to do when it comes time to put actual pads on and be in the game. Because it's like, oh, you can't hit a net from 10 to 15 yards away. What the hell are you thinking you're going to do when you're out on the field and you got Aiden Hutchinson breathing down your damn neck? Just saying. But anyway, folks, I just couldn't help myself. I had to talk about this because, like I said, it just... it makes me laugh. And I figured, you know what, for a Sunday morning, this would be a good laugh for everybody to have and absolutely enjoy the ever-living hell out of it. But anyway, you guys will do with it what you will. I know Bears fans are going to hate it. I have no doubt in my mind I'm going to get some Bears fans that are going to drop some comments of hate in my, video section. But you know what? It's your quarterback, not mine. So, having said that, I'm going to end this episode and say thank you all for watching another episode of MCM Motor City Mania. If you like what you saw, by all means, I highly encourage you all to watch the next episode, but I also encourage you all, please, to subscribe if you've not done so already. But if you just subscribed or if you subscribed in the past and you forgot to do so, please, by all means, make sure you hit that bell notification icon so you guys never miss any more content that I push out. Hope everybody out there is having a great day, have something in their life that makes them happy, makes them smile. God bless, my friends, and until the next time we meet, I'll see you all in the next episode.